Welcome back to PlayStation Corner, and today the state of play happened and it was definitely something. I'm just not sure if that something was good or bad. So let's talk about it, let's break down all the games they announced, and yeah, let me know what all of your thoughts are in the comments down below. So with that, like, hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family, and let's get started. So first up for announcements, we got a new VR game that is Moss Book 2. It looks fine, but I'm not a VR owner myself, so it didn't really mean a whole lot to me. It's one of those things I intended to pick one up at launch, then I waited so long I figured, you know what, I'll wait on VR V2, and yeah, I'm still waiting to this day. Seems though it's a 3D adventure platformer, and I do have an Oculus, and I will say there, the format, that 3D platformer kind of vibe, it tends to lend itself to VR really well, so it definitely may be worth a look. Then we got Arcadegeddon. It seems to potentially be PS5 only, or at least the early access that launched today definitely is, and it's another online multiplayer experience, but it seems rather than go the traditional, or at least traditional by today's standards, battle royale route, it's more about teamwork and taking down waves of enemies to save basically a beloved arcade. You can play single player as well, which is always a good thing to see, and it does have PvP challenges mid-run for bonus loot, so it's kind of this weird little hybrid. You like loot though, it might be for you. I'm not sold personally, but I will be checking out the early access of course for the channel, but otherwise I'm not honestly sure I'd be dropping 20 bucks on it, because that was a big surprise to me. I jumped straight onto the PSN only to see there is indeed a price tag attached. Tribes of Midgard, then we knew about this already. It's PS4 and 5, it's a 10-player survival action RPG. You are a Viking, you're out to take down the gods. Now I love the idea of multiplayer survival, so I'm definitely down for this one, but I do think they spent a little bit too long of the event on it. I just, it's launching this month, it's coming out on July 27th. Does it really need like 4 or 5 minutes of an entire show dedicated to it? What they did reveal though, it definitely still caught my interest. It's all built around seasons, and that's going to be adding new classes to the 8 total. There's going to be runes which give you special powers, going to be collectibles, and then new story with each season installment. So I'm definitely looking forward to kind of how they evolve this now over the next 12 months, and also just how long that support lasts. Fist then, or Forged in the Shadow Torch, looks awesome. This is right up my alley. It's a side-scrolling action platformer. The world looked absolutely stunning. I know it's going to be easy for people to say, but it's just 2D. But look, there's no question, the game's environments, there's a ton of effects in here, and I am all about it. I even noticed a dash of bullet hell in there as well in its combat, which I absolutely adore. It's dropping September the 7th, and you can count me to be there day one. Hunter's Arena Legends, and this looked a little bit meh to me honestly, but it's another battle royale, and this one's going for a hack and slash vibe. It's also PvPvE, so yeah, you're fighting not only AI controlled demons to level up, but you'll also be destroying your opponents, other players from around the world. It looks about as generic as they come for me. There's just nothing in here that amazed me. Even its modes, solo and trio, it's the cookie cutter beginner's guide to battle royales, and I'm battle royaled out at this point. Even with the hack and slash element, I'm not sure that really does enough to make it stand out. At least though with this one, it's on PS4 and 5, and it will be free for PS Plus owners from August 3rd next month. Sifu then looked cool. It's a 3D brawler. It's dropping early 2022 for the PS4 and 5. Looked visually a little bland in my opinion, but that was no doubt the artistic intention. There's also a whole lot of time still till release, so it could definitely change. The trailer though just didn't give us a lot. It showed us naturally combat, but also the environments were tiny and there wasn't a whole lot going on. I am hopeful with this one still, but also cautious at the same time. Now hopefully as we get closer to release, there's going to be more to it than just these simple small locations and one-on-one combat. Jet the Far Shore then was up next, and it looked to me like this was really just wanting to be a Game Baker's title, so I think those that made Haven. It's an isometric flight exploration game though around alien planets with first person thrown in as well. The visuals, they're not going to be for everyone. It's definitely kind of that almost low poly style. It looks fine if anything, if nothing special. Sounds like a small team though are behind it, and it looks like they have a ton of content in here, so hopefully it delivers something that is just a little unique. Really curious though next to hear pricing. I want to see kind of where they're going to be pitching this. Is it going to be like 15-20 bucks or somewhere closer to that 60? Demon Slayer: The Hinakami Chronicles was up next, and it seemed to show one moment of the game play out. It's a 3D hack and slash arena game, it seems, with some RPG elements from what I could tell. Reminds me visually of Naruto from Bandai Namco, and I really do like the look of it with its kind of weapon based arena style. I'm down for this one. It's AAA pricing. The trailer just worked for me, though. I am absolutely in, and it's dropping on PS4 and PS5 October 15th. Winning the show for me then, easy. Lost Judgement looks absolutely awesome. The show was worth it for me just for this trailer. Yakuza is one of my favourite games. This was a spin-off. It looks like mostly more the same with some upgrades naturally, but yeah, I cannot wait. This thing looks awesome, and the first game was incredible, so I can't wait to see where they take this next step. It's releasing September 24th. It's dropping on PS4 and PS5. I would suggest here, come for the story and action, and you will just fall in love with its world. I'd even say probably start with the first entry though. It actually joined the PS5 recently, and it's also been out on 4 for a good while. So our penultimate game then was Death Stranding Director's Cut. This was good to see. This was a love it or hate it game. I personally loved it, but the first thing I will say is it kind of proudly touted it was using PS5 footage, but it's really hard to see the difference when the stream was outputting around 1080p. Content though is king with this re-release, this Director's Cut. It's adding new battles, upgrading melee, new weapons, a firing range, additional support, environmental pieces, including a racetrack, which is definitely out there, and then of course new story. September 24th on this one, like Lost Judgement as well, so that's going to be a real good day from what I can tell, and it seems it is a PS5 exclusive. The final game of the day then was Deathloop. I love the look of this game, but is anyone else just kind of fed up of hearing about it at this point? I feel like I've been looking at trailers for months on end, and it's just kind of been sitting in the PSN store since the console launched. Now I'm definitely kind of feeling that burnout. This extended 9-minute look though, it looks good. It kind of just reconfirmed a lot of what we already knew, you know, the idea of a time loop, take out 8 targets, one hunts you down. Still looks as stylistic as ever, and seeing more of the world and weapons, it definitely confirmed that they've really gone all out with that visual design. What did we get though extra? We can carry weapons over runs. They've used haptic feedback, and they announced it like they should be rewarded for this and, you know, get a pat on the back, but I think that should just be an expectation, honestly. And then it's not all out shooting. It has a dash of Hitman here with ways to kill your enemies while keeping out of sight. I have no doubt I'm buying it day one, but I'm done watching, listening and talking about it. Just give me the game. I don't think it was worthy to crown off this state of play. So what did I think? Average at best, honestly. A few new announcements, but nothing that blew me away. Fist looked very cool, honestly, and it was also real nice to see some more of Lost Judgement and Death Stranding, which definitely made the show for me, but otherwise, I don't feel like I walked away with this new excitement for the coming months, which is what you want after a show like this. As a PS5 owner as well, it kind of tells me it's going to be a decent wait before we really start seeing a decent release rate for new exclusive games that do take full advantage of that power. Like many though, I kind of came in here with over the top expectations, and I really need to get better at kind of holding myself back. Also, as usual, the live chat, just as toxic as ever. Why people would want to talk in there as it streams, I just do not know. Also as well, finally, I really expected them to announce they acquired Bluepoint, and even that did not happen. Let me know though what you thought in the comments down below, and let me know if anything's going to be added into your library. You can expect a video later today then on the new Arcade Geddon early access as well. With that though, like, hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.